Joining me now from the Frankston Arts Centre from ticketing is Kathleen. Kathleen, thanks for joining me.
No worries, thanks for having me.
Okay, I'd really love to just go right back to basics and explain to me about ticketing.
So ticketing's pretty much what it sounds like. You contact us and we put through tickets for you. It can either be over the phone, in person, or online. A lot of people do still call us when they're trying to book tickets online just to get our advice. Are these seats good for me? Or, I don't know, it could be almost sold out and they're like, I can only find 2 seats that are separate from each other. Are there any seats that you guys can see that are close together? And we do have seats that we hold, so we can accommodate them that way. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So how far out, if we've got a show on, how far out does ticketing sort of start?
Oh, it depends on the show. There's some shows that we had that were on sale a year in advance. Some shows will only go on like 3 months, a month in advance. So it's really varied depending on the artist. If it's one of our season shows, obviously they're pre-booked and then they're launched, which is happening in February. In a few days' time, actually, yeah.
Wow.
So they're all organised through Heidi, so she books all our season stuff. But otherwise, it's commercial hirers using our building for majority of our shows. So like this weekend, we've got Bluey, we've got someone using the Cube, we've got a function, it's all happening. So it's really, really varied and it depends on the artist. So sometimes they'll do like a massive tour like Casey Donovan.
Yep.
So her tickets are on sale over a year in advance because she launched like her whole tour at the one time. So it's really artist dependent.
It really depends. And so how hard is it for people to sort of navigate that process of getting tickets?
It can be quite difficult. We do get a lot of people that call up for shows that are sold out.
How does that go down?
That we do a waitlist system, and if we get, over a certain amount of people on the waitlist, we will contact the promoter and say, hey, you've got enough ticket. The people that want to buy tickets to your show, you can sell a whole nother show out here.
So then they know they can put another show.
Yeah, so we had Anthony Kalia and his partner Tim Campbell. They originally had one show here last year. Then they put on a second show that sold out. Then they put on a third show and that sold out as well. So they started their tour here, did their massive tour around Australia, and then they came back and finished their tour here just because they loved it. Because
of the demand of it.
Yeah, the demand's there.
So how do you organise? How on a practical level, how difficult is the ticketing system at Frankston Arts Centre?
I deal with the sort of back end of the final sort of end of it, where it's like the show is built, we're just selling tickets. You go into the program, you'll select the show, select the time, and then you just highlight the tickets, put the discount code through if people have discounts applicable for their tickets, get their information, get their payment, book the ticket. It's pretty simple, but I think for the people that actually build the shows, there's a lot more technicality around it. So that's our team leaders and coordinators that do that.
Right. What sort of thing? That's like more like the pricing and how many and that kind of thing?
Whether or not they want to do like A reserve, B reserve, premium seatings. If, for instance, Emma, she has Auslan holds on hers, so they always have an interpreter on the stage and we'll set certain seats as Auslan so that those people can get those front centre seats, so it's more accessible. For instance, like our whole J row is removable as well. So we try to set as many of those seats as accessible holds as we can. So if we do have the demand for wheelchairs or assistance animals, we can remove a seat so the dog can go in between the 2 seats instead of being like under people's feet where it's a little bit more in the way.
There's so much consideration that goes into it, which is so nice to see that you account for things like that as well. What are some of the pressure points in the ticketing office?
Obviously if the show's sold out, that can be quite hard, especially if it's on the show day and people have rocked up. They think that they've bought tickets, but they haven't.
Why would that have been?
So they've bought them online and the last screen before you hit pay, it comes up with a transaction number, but that's just through like the website that it's like you've got one more step to go.
Like we're holding,
but they think that means that the payment's already gone through. And it happens a lot. So people come through and they've got, no, I've got this. And I'm like, did the money come out of your bank account? And they're like, oh, I don't know. And they try and find it. it's not there. You could look through all the different names that they could possibly have booked the tickets under, but there's no tickets there. So times like that, you can just ask them to sort of stand to the side. We do get people that will rock up on the show day and say, my husband's got the flu, he can't come. Is there anyone that needs a ticket? And then you can resell that ticket to the person if you have the demand there. Otherwise, if we don't have people waiting for tickets and it's, you know, a sold out show, there's not really much we can do at that point for a refund. But there's always hopefully things that will fall into place that will mean that we can get everyone into the theatre, but it unfortunately doesn't always happen. So
that must be really tricky to manage.
It can be, but we do have an excellent front of house team as well. So the supervisor will come over and they'll talk to the people, you know, always touching base and being like, yep, we're doing our best. We'll try and sort something out for you. And it depends. If it's one of our season shows and it's sold out, we'll very often offer to exchange their tickets for another season show because they're ones that we put on. It's a lot harder when it's external client hiring our venue because it's up to them at that point.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many moving parts when you've got all these shows going. So can we talk about tickets then? At the Frankston Arts Centre, I've had my little tour through the main theatre there. What are some of the best seats in the house? What's your recommendation?
My personal favourites are sort of in the middle of the D or E row because you're
D or E?
D or E because you're like a little bit, you're not like right on the stage, but you're pretty close. If I'm watching the ballet though, I love the dress circle because you can see everything. And as an ex-dancer, I love to be able to see the people in the back.
Yes.
And the whole sort of shebang. So yeah, otherwise I'm a D or E.
D or E. I'm a G girl.
A G girl.
I quite liked G and I didn't mind H.
Yeah, they
were both pretty good rows for me.
In the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
16, 17, 18 specifically.
Yeah, pretty good seats.
I walked through and I was like, next time I'm booking here, I know they're the seats that I want to book.
We do get quite a few promoters that like to hold that sort of spot.
Cheeky.
Or like the middle of the K row as well.
Okay. Which one, is that still down the bottom? Okay.
That's the rear stalls. So the front row, a lot of people love the K row because you don't have anyone sitting in front of you and that people don't like sitting in the middle because they don't like having to walk over people's laps.
Yes.
So
I have sat in K before. It is a nice row.
Yeah.
I think you can never really know what until you're in the show and then you're like, oh, I wish I was in that seat or I wish I was in that seat. You got to remember.
And it's like people always ask that question. That's like the $1 million question.
Yes.
They're like, what are the best seats? And it's like, well, what's your preference? Because some people, like I said, don't like sitting in the middle because they don't like walking across the row. They much prefer the aisle. Other people like absolutely love the front row. Me personally, not a fan. Too close. You can't get the whole feel of the stage when you're that close up. And you're kind of looking up a little bit as well. But then we have regulars that their favourite seats, P18 and 19, and every time they'll sit there. So P row, the back, So it's so varied.
Yes.
And you can be like, I personally would suggest these seats that are available. It might be like F5 and 6 because that's sort of the closest to where I like to sit.
Yep.
But again, that might not be right
different
for the
strokes
person,
for different folks.
So,
So what's your tip? I mean, obviously getting in early when tickets go on sale. What are some other tips in ticketing that you've got for us?
Difficult. I think in terms of getting in early, the best things that you can do is to sign up to our weekly emails because a lot of our on sales, like we'll say that this show is going on sale at this time if we think it's going to be high demand. Facebook is also a really good way of seeing what shows we've got coming up. Instagram even. Yeah. So
if you're following all the socials and you're on the mailing list, then you know that you're sort of getting all that info hot off the press and you know you can set a little reminder and go get in for row G.
Tickets will pretty much always go on sale at 10 a.m.
Okay.
And it's normally on a day that we're in the building, so Tuesday to Friday.
So people can come in here Tuesday to Friday and you're just open. You can go straight to the box office.
Yeah, so 10 to 5 we're open. So a lot of people do come in and buy tickets, especially regulars will come in and buy tickets in person because they just love a little chat as well.
Just a little gas bag at the office. What do you love about your job?
I love the people that we work with here, the team is amazing. I mean, in box office, you don't really get to be involved as much in like back of house, front of house. But I also work as an usher, so I get the best of both worlds in that sense. Good. Be great to do back of house, but I don't have the training. So, but I love to know how everything works. So, quite good friends with a few of the techs now, and I just think, the people that work here are just amazing. Everyone loves what they do, and they're always looking to make everyone's experience the best experience that it can be. I don't think a single staff member's ever been rude to a patron, and we're always trying to make that sort of home welcoming feel. One of our regulars always comes in and he says, it's like you're welcoming me home every time I come here, which is,
that's beautiful.
It's so sweet. Yeah.
That's such a nice feeling. And it is such a beautiful, cohesive team here that make everything run smoothly. Chatting to all the different people that work here, it's not one team that is steering the ship. It's all these different hands have got different touch points for the customer experience that is making people feel welcome, making the show run smoothly, and just elevating everyone's experience. So I'm sure, ticketing is such a big part of that. It's often sometimes the first point of contact that they've had.
Yes.
That they've chosen to come to the Frankston Arts Centre and they go, great, we'll get a ticket. So being able to chat to you guys and being so welcoming is such a good start to their experience at Frankston Arts Centre. So well done, Kathleen. I'll have to ring you up and get on the mailing list and make sure I've got my G18 seat put aside. Yeah. Don't let any promoters take that from me.
I won't.
So nice to meet you.